Hello everyone, how's it going? Ian here, and today we're going to be looking at how wave manipulation can actually turn mercenary camps capped by the enemy team into an advantage from your own team, for your own team. So here we're going to be looking at the mad scientist himself, ADRD, and how he's able to use a mercenary camp to negate experience to the leftovers, which are playing on the other side of the map. So let's play this. Leftovers up to this point have a confident 1 level lead right now. And okay. So they have a 1 level lead. What ADRD is about to do is something that you might see, especially in Gravi's stream. He has a RTS background, so he probably knows a lot about minion manipulation and that kind of things. I'm not sure about the background on ADRD, but I'm pretty confident he has played Dota before, because this is something that is very important in Dota, and it's something that we don't really consider when we're playing Heroes of the Storm, right? We play the non-laning, the non-last hit, if you will, MOBA. But it's something that over time could lead to a really important advantage for the team, even though it's something minor. So the first thing I want to point out is the fact that leftovers take both camps, but there is not an objective going on. There is nothing that Method is doing. So they basically do this because they know they can contest Method in top, because that will be a 4v4. Or a 4v3, because they know that carrying is bottom, even though Method doesn't really know this until now that she's shown on the wave. They basically take this camp in order to negate it from Method. So the only reason they take this both gold camps is to negate it for Method, so they don't take it later. Now, what ADRD does is that he tanks the camp. And initially, Thatcher was casting this game, and he pointed it out and said, ADRD is tanking the camp so the towers don't take damage. And initially I thought, okay, that's a good play, but I had my doubts. I thought he was doing this, and then I went into a replay and I realized he actually does this. So what he does is he deliberately doesn't kill the camp. So the camp kills his own minion wave and negates experience for leftovers who can't really get to this far up in the map, especially without a talent tier advantage. Now the next thing that happens, I'm not sure if he does this on purpose or if it's deliberate or like just a happy mistake. Because of the models on the caster camp, actually 4 caster camps can body block the minion wave from reaching the front. So this is something that we're also going to look at. I think he probably didn't want it to, like, he can manipulate it to the point that it goes here on purpose, but maybe he realized at this point, okay, if I tank them specifically on this place, the minion wave will be blocked, and I can go somewhere else and then come back and be sure that my minion wave is going to be intact and I can soak the whole experience. So that might be closer to what actually happened. So what he does is he slowly kills the wave. Now, we see 1, 3, 4, 7 minions. The whole 7 minions are here. Leftovers are pushing the top keep because they see Sonya bottom, and Method might be looking for a fight. So what ADRD does is that he comes close enough to top, so if a fight comes out, he might be able to join it. But at the same time, his play is already done. He has negated now 2 waves for leftovers. That's a total of 14 minions that he was able to soak, and leftovers weren't able to soak. He now clears the wave. Now he has a 14, let's say plus 14 minion advantage. Now I think, okay, he misses 1 minion here, but another wave, he misses 1 minion here, and he has negated 15 minions now. So that's a plus 15, a plus 14 minion advantage. He comes back, he takes the rest of the wave, and because the objective is gonna be spawning soon, he just clears the camp and let Athero soak the incoming wave. So during this time, ADRD had a plus 20 minion advantage over leftovers. That means that he by himself he soaked 3 lanes that leftovers didn't soak. And as you can see we see that the experience advantage has been mitigated from a whole level lead to a half level lead on the side of leftovers. And when I did the math on this, actually looking at the ADRD experience before doing display, after doing display, and the experience from both teams, I realized that 70% of that catch-up experience was due to display. This thing that you might think, oh, what are like 21 minions, like 3 waves? What's like, that's not significant. It is. It's 70% of the half level comeback experience that they got here. Ultimately, this half level lead allows Method to take 16 around the same time that leftovers do. And in turn, I think Method ends up winning this game. That's not really the point here. The point is that this small play from one particular player lead their team to mitigate their damage. And if they weren't winning, let's say they were even on experience, this play by itself will lead to 70% of a half level lead. That's what a 30% level leads, around those numbers, 35% level lead. That's a pretty significant lead by a single player. So if you're one of those players who think, oh, I'm not mechanical scale, how can I carry my team? Because I can really play Genji, I can really play Assassins. This is something that you should look into. Wave manipulation, wave soaking, interrupting rotations. These kinds of things will over time lead you to more wins than losses, because you are giving something to the team, at the same time you're negating something from the enemy team. And this is something that doesn't require you to be mechanically better than the enemy team. It just means that you understand a concept of the game that they don't. So thank you all very much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you like this video, subscribe if you want to see more. Also follow me on Twitch. I stream 4 days a week starting next week, 3 hours a day. I stream almost entirely Heroes of the Storm. I'm currently climbing my way to Masters. Also make sure to look at the Paradox video in the video description. It's a really good video, really high quality. And he basically explains why mercenary camps are important. And now I explain to you why mercenary camps can be used against your team. So basically with these 2 videos, you should by yourself be able to basically have a master's degree in mercenary camps. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.